Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Down to Earth Gardening and welcome to today's video, which is a little sad because it's on this hedge here that has died. So clearly it didn't make it and we really tried. So I just want to tell you a little bit how we got to this point. So I'm down here in Florida and I'm loving learning about Florida gardening. It is so different than what I'm used to in New England. But gardening is a passion and you can always learn something new. So this has been a lot of fun for me. And of course we all learn by trial and error, and this is definitely an error. So I wanted to walk you through what I've done and what I'm going to do next. So first thing we did when we purchased this cute little home in Florida is we straightened up the yard, and there's going to be a whole other video, if there hasn't already, on how we tackled that, because I think that's really important to get a grasp on what you inherit when you buy a new house. So the Podocarpus, this is Podocarpus here, was in the very front of the house, and I will throw up a picture. It was coming along really nicely, but it was blocking the front porch, or I've also heard it called a Florida room. And so I really don't like to throw things away, as you know, so I thought it would be a great idea to transplant them and continue a hedge of these that was already started out here. However, it was July, way too hot to transplant anything. It was a really dry summer and we don't have irrigation here, but we tried. So I just want to tell you a little bit about Podocarpus and then talk about what I'm doing today, what I'm noticing, and what I'm going to do next, which will be another video. And that's going to be a lot of fun because you all know I love shopping for plants. So Podocarpus can get up to 40 feet tall when mature. They're a moderate grower and they can get up to about 20 feet wide. So it's a pretty big shrub. With that said, I believe this was a dwarf variety because it was planted pretty close to the front of the house. And like I said, I am not the original owner of the Podocarpus, so I'm not quite sure, but it is just an educated guess. Podocarpus does well in zones 8B to 11, and we are in zone 9B, so they are appropriate for this area here. And they are an evergreen. They make a wonderful hedge. I have seen the dwarf varieties in foundation plantings and mixed plantings. So a nice privacy shrub can be sheared or not, can also be left to look a little informal. Because it's an evergreen, the birds and wildlife do love it for nesting, and like I said, terrific hedging plant. However, wrong time of year to plant it, hot summer, no good, no irrigation. And I've also been noticing as I've been digging these out that the soil was not amended. So it's very sandy down here. If I were to plant these, I would have used some nice compost and just amended the soil, maybe even soil tested out here. So we're going to start fresh. I'm digging them out today. I feel so fortunate that I can just put them on the side of the road. This isn't like Connecticut, and the trash service is going to be picking them up tomorrow. So we're a little sad. We're having a little funeral, but we're going to start fresh, and I can't wait to tell you a little more about what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to finish digging these out, and I'll talk about that for a minute. So stay tuned for what's next here. Okay, so final two. Like I said, I am a little sad. I never like to see dead plants. But I've got to start thinking about what I'm going to do next, and this is going to be a whole other video. It's going to be a lot of fun to do some planning, some designing, and some shopping. But I just want to point out a couple other things about the Podocarpus because it can be a really beautiful evergreen. And once it is established, it's a pretty low maintenance shrub. It will take a lot of salt, and it will take anything from sun to shade. So it's a pretty wonderful shrub. Just know that if you're looking for something smaller, make sure you get a dwarf variety. So this site here, just to give you kind of a little teaser on what we're going to be thinking about, we're getting some west-facing sun. We've got a span of about 30 feet, and I do have this beautiful live oak that gives this site a lot of shade. So that's just some things that I'm thinking about. I've been doing a lot of shopping, and stay tuned for what's going to happen next over here on this side of the yard. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you like this video. I really love doing these videos for you. If you liked it, tap like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we have a lot more gardening videos coming your way.